There we go. All right. We are live. All right. How's everybody feeling?
What up, dudes?
We good? And we are here for you. You want to want to hear one of the hottest podcasts out right now? We talk about relationships, trending topics, but our main goal is to bridge the communication gap between genders, right? There's a lot of it's like a lot of discourse between the genders. There's a lot of gender wars, and I know we could come off as gender wars, but that is not the main goal of our podcast. We have just great conversations. We respect all of our guests, and we have a good time. So let's go.
Let's get it.
What up, y'all?
Hey.
Got Punk in the building.
What up? What up?
We got Leisha. Where you been all our life? What up?
I've been trying to get back. I'm back.
You ain't trying. You doing it.
I'm here.
Maya, you back?
Hey, yes, sir.
I was scared you weren't gonna be able to come back after your little last outing.
I'm here.
You was in a little flux. I told you we kind of. You do kind of get in trouble sometimes if you
just
in
a
a
little
relationship talking about these certain
yeah.
topics, but
Just a little bit. Oh, yeah. Okay. Hell yeah. just a little bit. We good to go, though. We good
you
to go
good?
now.
Okay, all right, you locked in. Good. We ain't trying to mess up no happy homes here. We got our boy Don on the sidelines over here. See if I could get a camera on him. He said what? What you say? What up over there? Don over there, kicking it. Long time friend. All right. What y'all want to get started with first? Y'all want to go right into what we was talking about, or
We might as well. Shit. We been
yeah,
discussing
y'all
it.
already a little warmed up. So, if anybody, this is a spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. We're not trying to mess up your TV watching here, but we will be discussing a show called The Man with 1,000 Kids that was on Netflix. And we already was kind of discussing it a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead. What you think, Leisha? Because Leisha the only one that did her homework and watched all of it. What you think about the show, just in general? What you like it? Was it interesting?
I think it was, for one, I feel like it was a little drawn out.
Yeah, it was.
It really did. That could have been done in one episode.
Yeah, it could have.
To be honest. That whole thing could have been done in maybe even two episodes. But 3-hour-long episodes was insane. My opinion on it was that it's pretty disgusting. Like, I was disgusted from beginning to end, but as I kept watching, I got even more disgusted the more I kept watching. So, yeah.
What was the most disgusting part?
The most disgusting part of the show, I would have to say, is the sperm roulette part, where they are literally like taking turns ejaculating into a cup, shaking it up, and then sending it in to these women who are looking for sperm donors. And you don't really know who you got. You got either one dude that's like real attractive or one dude that look like a serial killer. So it's like they were like playing with these women's lives. You don't know who these people are. You don't know if they got STDs. You don't know how many kids they got. You really don't know nothing about them. And I just think it was disgusting. And I think that people do a lot of things that don't make sense in desperation. Speaking on the mothers and stuff. Because this wouldn't happen had they not been being desperate. Desperate to have a baby. Desperation make people do weird things.
So you said that there needs to be some type of accountability on the mother's part?
If you go to the black market and you get sperm, you a little bit accountable for the sperm that you get. It's the same thing as if you go sleep with somebody. You go sleep with some random dude at the club, you accountable for that. You went on the black market, you got black market sperm.
Maya, what up over there, Maya?
Hey.
What up? How you doing?
I'm good. Nah,
What you think? What you
agree.
think about the whole thing?
It's disgusting. It is. Like it's like she said, I get y'all desperate and everything, but you kind of gotta really sit and think. I watched the first episode, so I wasn't able to get to all three. Like I do feel like it was dragged out. I feel like the first episode dragged. Y'all just telling me that a man is out here impregnating people in mass numbers, but that Russian roulette is different. That's disgusting. That's disturbing. They need to be imprisoned, and all of them, including the mothers, need evaluations. Because didn't you say they were sleeping with some of them? He was sleeping with them.
Yep.
So it's like
The ugly ones.
He did say that though.
He did.
Like,
That's what he said.
the unattractive
The
ones,
unattractive
He
ones.
was making them feel good.
Buttering
Like
them up
they.
like
That's insanity. That's crazy to me.
Oh, who? Yeah.
And the whole bleach Africa, all that was just, all of it is just disturbing. And it's crazy that that's a thing. And they all just need to be evaluated.
jail. He should have been in jail.
No, they need to be in prison for sure, especially for that roulette stuff. That's crazy.
Pac, you look like you ready to say something controversial.
No, I actually don't. The shit, it was pretty wild. I mean, initially, I just felt like these women tripping, going out here just getting random ass sperm, man. Like, okay, whatever. Then they was like, oh, he got all these kids all over the place. I'm like, you went and got some random sperm. Like, you don't really know what the hell he doing with it. It's not like y'all built relationships, you know, like a whole lot of details and backstory. So shit, you got what you was looking for, a healthy baby. Then when they got into the other shit, he was wilding. The roulette is wild.
He was living with one of the ladies.
What?
Yeah,
I need to go back and watch.
But the women, some of the women was doubling back. So it's like knowing what's going on and knowing that this man is producing all these babies, why would you double back to do it again?
Desperation.
How are you that desperate? Like, you didn't learn from the first time?
Because now your kids got 2 baby daddies. You got 2 different daddies that want the same daddy.
Yeah, it's that deep.
Your kid got the same daddy with 1 million kids
with 1 million.
already.
Well, she thinks she got the same daddy.
Right.
Because the roulette shit, you don't even know.
With that scar on his head.
Ooh.
That big ass scar. No, but let me jump in. But like, I just thought it was just a weird dynamic, right? Because, you know, when people want kids, they'll do just about anything, right? And then you have this man that's giving you well, I'm gonna say exactly what you asked for, but he's giving you a kid. You know, and having a kid ain't easy. I know some people make having a kid look easy, but it ain't easy to a lot of people, a lot of women on this earth. So, I just felt like, how could you be mad when you get your gift? You wake up to your gift every morning. You know what I'm saying? You wake up to this gift that you wanted every morning. How could you have that much like hate in your heart for somebody that gave you this gift? You know what I'm saying?
Because now
exactly.
Because you gotta think about the life.
Everybody else got your gift too. You
right?
Can walk down the street and pick your gift up.
That man had how many kids in the same area? Now you finna have to grow up in a world where you don't even know if you gonna have to move almost because everybody in the community damn near related to you.
And if you move, you don't even know if you're moving somewhere where people
exactly. Not
yeah, because he was in it.
Like, let's do a
he
DNA
was
test.
everywhere.
Yeah,
So you could be moving somewhere.
Asia,
So
Kenya,
unfortunately,
Netherlands.
right, during that process, you don't know that anyway. If they could do up to 25 legally, you got 20. Your kid might have 24 other siblings out here anyway that you don't know.
Ain't
So
24 out of
3,000.
it's the same shit. You
It
don't know.
ain't.
You taking the chance, just doing it. Period.
No, yeah.
That's kind of.
Well, we're saying don't do it.
I was thinking about that. I feel like that limit
Do
should
not
be like
do
5.
it.
They need to lower that bar.
No, I thought the
It
same. I'm
was
25 is crazy.
25
like
is crazy.
25.
It's
25 is crazy.
Oh, yeah,
5
that's
was
wild.
the number he was telling them.
Yeah, that's
That
what
he
he
was
was telling them.
He was telling them, I'm only gonna do 5.
Yeah.
And I don't
you're
know how he
number
thought he
3.
could keep that line.
He told everybody
And
that
you're
was
number 3.
No, he told some people they was the last one. He told that one couple they was the last one.
Lied to
That's
their ass.
crazy.
I was number 3. And he like, and then the ugly lady said she was like a number 150 or something.
That's insane.
When she found out the real
Yeah.
deal.
Oh, wow.
He need to be in prison.
No, first, but the number kept changing. There was like, how many
Ugly
kids you got
lady.
out? It was like, it went from 150 to maybe 400. Like, the
Whoa.
number just kept
He was
increasing.
telling everybody
Like,
something different.
He just out here living his best life with all them cheering.
Probably was way more than that.
I ain't no
It's
telling.
way more than what they even think it is.
These people about to start thinking about going to,
Doing it the official
Do it the
way.
right way.
Do it the right way.
It's nothing wrong with
like,
going to
finding
the bank.
somebody.
Like if you got a lesbian couple, obviously that's their option. But Why you gotta go to the bank? I mean, why you gotta go on the black market? Go to the actual bank the way that you would get who you thought you was getting.
But he was tricking the banks too. He was tricking the sperm banks too.
He was registered at 11 banks. And they had the contract where you only supposed to work with one bank at a time.
Punk.
What up?
Would you ever help out a lesbian couple and donate your sperm?
No, I would not.
Hunk, you say that for the camera?
No, I would not.
Why not? Why not?
That's just my personal preference. It's not something I would want to do.
Can I have some reason? Because you are the face of the show.
Just my personal preference, not something I would want to do. I definitely would want all my kids to belong to me, but I wouldn't intentionally like put a kid in a household with same-sex parents.
Oh.
That's just I feel like parenting is like mom, dad. Not that, and I'm not saying people shouldn't do it, but I got a preference. Rather, I would want to give my sperm to that, and I wouldn't.
What do you think the downfalls of it?
I didn't say there were any downfalls. I just said that's my
She
personal
didn't say
preference.
you said that. She's asking you a direct question. Are there any downfalls?
I believe that kids need to see both parents, mom and dad, like to see both sides of how that work. Whether you got a son or a daughter, like your son or daughter may end up with the opposite sex, and I feel like they should see that growing up. Like, I don't know. To me, that's the natural way the world was going around. So I don't know.
All right. I think we beat that one into the ground.
Oh, you're not asking everybody else that?
All right. All right.
Don't get nobody else canceled.
Leisha, would you donate your eggs to a gay couple?
Would I donate my eggs? I don't think it has anything to do with it being a gay couple or not. I don't know if I would just want to donate my eggs, period.
Okay.
Just because Jeanette, me in the back of my mind, knowing biologically I have a kid out here, because the parents can say that this is their kid. It is their kid because they took it in, but in my mind, I have a kid out there that I'm never going to have no connection with. I'm never going to know nothing about. Mm-hmm. So I think for that reason, I probably wouldn't. I would only do it if it was like my sister or something. Mm-hmm. Like if my sister couldn't have kids and she really wanted one, I would give her my egg because it's still, the baby will biologically still be in my family. But I wouldn't like just do it for anybody. Like I've seen moms carry babies for their daughters because their daughters couldn't do it. Like I've seen that happen. So I would do it for like one of my family members maybe.
Maya?
Pretty much the same answer. The same. Yeah, I only do it for like a family member or something like that, but not just all willy-nilly.
Just anybody.
Mm-mm.
All right. All right, sorry for trying to jam you up, Punk. You know, it's just it's part of the gig. It's part of the gig. Somebody got to get jammed up. Let's did y'all see that Megan Good and Michael Ealy hug?
Oh, the hug.
Oh, the
Yeah. Did y'all see that?
Seen that?
Oh, was that appropriate, Punk?
No. I don't know. I don't know
Do they have a history?
That's why I'm like, I don't know if they got. I wasn't thinking
That
they,
hug
if
looked
they
like they
dated,
did.
then that shit
That
was
hug looked like they
inappropriate.
was real close.
Yeah, they were
dated-
co-stars. No, I don't think they did. He's been married.
If
ain't
they
he, for a
dated,
while?
it was inappropriate.
He swung
but
her around.
if they
It was
friends,
that much for that man to be right there.
that's my whole point. Like,
It swung
no,
her ass
he
around.
He did twirl her.
He did
But-
a little twirl.
I thought it was
Yeah.
just a lift up and a
It was
little
like
shake.
a little lift shake. You don't do
Lip
that.
was-
Whatever.
Nah, it was insane. Nah,
But
that's-
I feel like it's definitely a certain
so
etiquette.
sometimes, like, sometimes you have friends and that's just how they are. Like, they hug like that. Like, I know me and my wife, we got a friend, she hugs. She's very, like, I don't want to say intimate when she hug, but yeah, in a sense.
She's
But that's just her. You know,
caressing.
so, like, that's her. I don't know the dynamic of Michael Ealy and Megan Good relationship, you know, outside of what we see on camera. So I don't want to be like, that shit was bogus. But in front of her man, and not to say nothing
Not
to
to
him,
speak to him
not
was
shake
crazy.
his hand, no nothing.
thought they said
Clearly,
they did
me
have
and
that
you
clip,
ain't cool or something. So you ain't finna do all this in front of me, and we not even cordial. Like, nah, because that's like a comfort thing. Now it's like a boundary or something. You ain't even address me at all. Like, nah, it was too much.
Maya, you sound like you saying it wasn't that big.
Oh no, it definitely was. What? I wish somebody would grab my man and squeeze him tight
Okay.
and wiggle him. That was
Okay.
insane. But I do think they did say that he acknowledged him first. It just wasn't in the video. I think they said they got another clip of him saying hey to him.
We
first.
watched this nigga walk up.
And then,
The clip we
but
saw,
I don't
he
know.
walked up.
I'm not, because me personally,
And dude looked
pick
uncomfortable.
me up and wiggle me around in front of my man is crazy.
He looked uncomfortable too.
And you can tell he didn't even know what to do. He just started putting the glasses in his shirt. He like, oh shit.
His
Like,
it was, to me, I felt like Megan Good. Is that her? Megan Good?
yeah, make
Yeah.
it good.
She didn't read the room well. She didn't read her
But-
man's body language either after it happened.
But what do you do in that moment? He picked
Right.
her up.
What's-
It's like you just say,
What's
put
she
me
supposed
down.
to do? Go
Make
over
it
to
like-
her
It was- did
man
y'all
and
see
be
the
like,
clip
"Oh,
they
I'm
put,
sorry." Like, what's
Make
she
it a
supposed
thing.
to do?
It was Michael Ealy over that overstepped his boundary in that, and I think after
He do
maybe
that with all the women though.
He do?
Because it was a video.
See,
thought
that's
he
what
was
I'm saying. Like, is that
married.
That might
just
just
the
be how he
dynamic?
is.
Like, that's why I'm asking.
Is
Like,
he
what's
married?
the?
I thought he was.
Because there was a video with him with Regina. Is that name Regina King?
Regina
Oh, I
Hall.
thought
Regina
that was a
Hall.
part of the interview.
And you would have thought that was like his little boo, how he was fixing her leg.
Look at
and
this.
pulling her-
Look at this hood. Come on, man.
All right, that one.
Just-
Then the
See,
skip over
they
him
that
is
another
crazy.
nigga. That's what I'm saying. Like, you disrespectful, right?
You said
Like,
that wasn't that bad. You said this not that bad.
Oh yeah.
Nah, that's crazy.
And then just walk past.
You
There's
walk
no
right
way.
past
There's
him.
no.
You can
there's
tell
no,
he was like-
There's no
Nah.
way.
And he looked so soft.
So he looks so
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
I've had
You
this
done
look
came.
before.
You done
I
came
had
back.
this look before.
Yo, I can't wait till we get in the car.
Now you want me to, now you want me to take a picture with
what
this
did you
nigga.
do with her? Like,
And
would
you
you
want me
really
to take a
blame
picture
her
with him.
though?
He is married.
And
Yeah,
you
I
want me to
think
take
he
a
is
picture with this
married.
nigga.
But would you get mad at your woman if that happened?
Oh yeah, see that's too much. Her legs
But-
all up in the air.
He was lifting her up so hard she couldn't even hardly keep her head on.
She swung.
Yeah.
She swung a little bit too. I exaggerated the
But-
swing, but she swung a
What
little
would y'all
bit.
prefer she did different? She did different.
Keep her feet on the damn ground.
He lifted her up.
Keep your feet on the damn ground.
He lifted her up, did he not? He lifted
did.
her up.
He don't look that
Do you
strong
want
to
her to
me.
like
He
push
looked
him
like-
off
He don't
of
look
her?
that strong.
He looked like though he come around and try to.
He's
Look at
strong.
that.
He good little.
She split her legs out.
Because he lifted
Come
her
on,
up.
man.
And that
To
boy,
get mad at your
the
woman is crazy.
boyfriend
Get
whole
mad at
energy
him.
is looking like, oh, wait till we get in this car.
Get mad at him though. Don't come at me about it.
Why?
that shit
Why?
wild
No,
as hell.
I need to get
But-
this out of Maya. Why? Why you feel like that's accurate?
Honestly, I feel like they seen that the cameras was there. So let's paint the scenario. We looking
Nah,
at it, right?
we ain't painting no scenario.
Had she pushed him and told him, put me down.
Why
now
is he
it's a
that?
thing.
Why he that
Nah, that's
comfortable?
the
Why he
thing.
that comfortable picking you up like
I
that?
was gonna say, did y'all see the clip
front of
that
me.
they had put?
In front of me, not he just seeing you somewhere and I ain't standing right here.
Baby,
In front of
I
me, he that
think
comfortable to
it
pick you
gave
up off
Michael
your feet.
Ealy was
The
that
skit's
friend that
hilarious.
said, don't deal with him. And he just did a little
No,
sauce in
it's
front of
given
him.
that
It
they,
gave.
it's given that they did something before.
I don't. Because he
Yeah.
married. He's married. I don't think he'll openly do that if...
That's
He just
definitely
did
what
it. He just did it. We just watched it.
It's given.
We
No,
literally-
like,
I mean,
literally
like,
just watched
because
him
it's
do
like you
it.
just said, there are friends who do that. You said you got friends that do that, and that don't mean that. So that's why I'm thinking they probably have the same dynamic where they are friends that don't do that, but it's disrespectful regardless. Please do not misconstrue this, because that's insane. I'm just saying, I don't think it's deeper than that, because ain't no way you
It's
just
just
gonna
like
lift this
Michael
woman
Ealy
don't
up
have
no
and marry
boundaries.
like
It's
that.
that
It's
deep
like,
when he ain't dap up. When he ain't
That
dap
B
up.
word
When
that
he
she
ain't
just
dap
used.
me up. After he just did that, it's,
Yeah,
it's
that's
deeper
probably
than
would've
that.
made me mad.
That's like
Yep.
intentionally.
That's-
You was
it's
just
insane.
being disrespectful
yeah,
intentionally.
and then to
That
cross
shit
me
is
over
deep.
and not even acknowledge me after you just did that to my woman,
Yeah, so at that
Them
point,
type of
why,
hugs,
that's crazy.
either I'm addressing him or you addressing him. Which one?
Yeah, no, I would have.
Cause you said what she's supposed to do. Either
No,
I'm
I'm
addressing
not
him
saying what would
or
y'all
you
prefer her
addressing
do.
him.
I would have just been like, all right, calm down. Like,
We got a
Don't do
question
all
from
that.
a guest that's not on camera. What's going on?
I was just wondering, so y'all don't believe he dapped him up like how she said before the video?
The
I ain't
body,
seen none of that
the body
shit.
language is not giving
Did you
that.
see it?
I seen it.
y'all about to say, I think it's out
Did
there.
you see him dap him up?
No.
Oh,
But then,
alright.
I don't think so
Right.
either because
Cause
of the
you
body
gotta
language.
read
The
that.
body
Yeah,
language.
their body
Yeah.
language is
If he
definitely.
did
You gotta
it,
read that
that's
link for the
Yeah.
camera.
Yeah, I was just
You
about to
gotta
say
read
that.
that
I
for
was
these
just about to
cameras.
say that.
Yeah.
Because you got me looking crazy.
That's
out
what I
here,
was going to
brother.
say. He should have at least acknowledged
And then-
him after he just lifted his
And
woman
then
up.
if
Something.
you did already dap me up and you just did my wife like
That's-
that, I'ma joke with your ass like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
you doing too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because clearly we cool like that. He
I ain't
ain't give
got
off
put my
none of
wife
that.
in.
He ain't get off that
Yeah,
energy.
you know it would have been. All right, you doing
Yeah.
a little-
Alright,
we
wait
could've
till I
laughed
see
it
your
off,
wife.
but,
Alright.
you know, we could, right? But that's if we cordial like that.
But
and
that's
you
not
knew
what the
that-
body language
that
was
shit
giving.
That's
wasn't-
not what
nah.
the
That body
language
language was given. He was hot on the inside.
He was
Yeah.
mad
He was
in the
hot.
mug. He put them glasses in his shirt. He was like,
He can't even afford to be
ooh-wee.
mad.
He was like,
I
I'ma
think he
just-
wanted
I'ma
to-
just-
got going on. Yeah, she ain't read that well to me. Like
And I'm not gonna say it's her fault because she might not. She
Knew he
don't
was gonna
think
do
he
that.
finna do that
She don't know
necessarily.
that
you
that's
know?
Why
She
did her
went in-
legs move
he
like that?
lifted her
Why
off
did
the
her legs
ground.
come off the
He
ground
lifted
like
her
that?
off the ground.
Why
She
did her
probably-
legs come off of the ground
it
like
probably
that?
He
caught her
literally
off
bent
guard.
his back and lifted her off
She
the
probably
ground.
reached in, regular hug. Once you lift up, it's like,
If
oh
you-
shit.
What could you do?
Dead
But she
weight.
should have addressed him when he ain't say nothing to.
That's what I'm saying. What-
whatever
that
his
was- that
name
was-
is.
I would have had my man like, okay, now say hey to my man. At least do something. He just
that hug
ignored
was
him.
given.
Was
They used
crazy.
to fuck around back in the
That's
day.
and that's what's the dynamic of they past? Like,
Yeah,
did they
all
used to
that
fuck around, or
matters.
just how they
That was
been
a little-
friends like that?
All that
You-
matters.
I just
Yeah.
feel like if we friends like that, then you respect my partner too.
Exactly,
So we
and
know-
that, exactly,
Exactly.
And that shit, it wasn't no
'Cause that
respect
was-
in that at all.
Oh, it was brutal watching it. I felt so bad for him. I'm like, he done
Because
picked
if
your
we
lady
cordial,
up.
I'm
and-
saying something, even in a joking way, you gonna know I'm for real. But
Yeah.
I know his cameras around, so we gon'
Bitch ass nigga.
You doing a lot.
my
my
girl
boy.
doing
a lot, my nigga. You
But I'm
doing a
gonna say
whole
something
lot.
to you. We gonna laugh or something, make a little joke. He ain't do
You know,
none of
hit him
that.
with the eye now.
All right, that was a.
He wanted to lay hands, and he can't really lay hands on nobody right now.
Yeah, not right now.
He probably went home and laid hands on her. That's what it
Oh
looked
shit!
like. That
Next
was a-
topic, dude.
Oh, okay. So I did want to. So we gonna stay on Make It Good for 1 second because I do want y'all opinion on this clip real quick.
I hope he ain't gonna lay no hands on her.
He know
I
better.
don't think he
Yeah,
that.
I don't
He
think
don't
he gonna
know.
do it.
I
don't
I
think he that
don't
Nah,
person.
he know.
I don't think he gonna do it.
He would. Boy, nah, he know.
Yeah, I watched this.
Hold on. I'm trying not to get feedback here.
Because I wasn't quite sure what to ask for.
All right.
She giving me a little cokehead vibes.
And
Her and him, they both giving me coke.
he said, how much do you want? I said, let me talk to my team, really quick. And he said, just tell me how much you want. I was like, Tyler, he said, let me just, because I wasn't quite sure what to ask for. And then I was talking to Jonathan, and he was like, you
Make
should
it
ask
good
for
on
this.
Club
And I
Shay
was
Shay.
like, no, I can't ask for that. It's almost the mentality. It was like, I don't want to lose the job.
Right.
But it's like, you forget what an asset you are. And so I asked Tyler, and he said, I was going to give you that anyway. And then I started crying. And then I couldn't stop.
Why did you start crying?
Because I felt valued. I felt like someone wasn't just sitting there and telling me I'm valuable. They were actually showing me. Because actions obviously are much bigger than words.
All right. So just when I saw that clip, I just thought it was interesting because Megan Good has been in the industry for
Over
a
20
long
years.
time. She was.
Shit,
I
like
remember
30
her on
years.
My Cousin Skeeter. She started on My Cousin Skeeter. You remember that show?
I remember the show.
Yeah, she was
She was on the.
Yeah, she was one of the main actresses on there, child actors. And just to hear that this is the first time she's getting paid what she feels like she's worth, I thought that was wild. Definitely how hot her name is, how popular she is. I just thought that was crazy, and just wanted to know y'all opinion or y'all point of view of it.
No offense, but she's very popular and playing a lot of shit. But I don't think she's that great of an actress. So I don't know. Like, I don't know
what.
what.
We see her in a lot of black stuff. We
Yeah,
gotta
for the
realize
most
cinema
part.
goes past black cinema too.
Yeah.
When you gotta, like, she don't have no big. Yeah, think like a man. But what's like her? What is her
Let's
like
see.
Angelina Jolie type role?
She ain't got
She
one.
don't have one.
I just feel like that's the
Halle
thing in
Berry
Hollywood
type
in
role.
general.
Like,
A lot of the
she
women
don't got.
get
She
paid
really
what
don't
they
got
worth.
none of them.
She don't
Like
have any of those big.
Halle Berry roles,
No.
Angela Bassett roles. Like, she ain't got none of them big roles like that.
Let's see.
She
her.
played a good in excuse me, in East Bayou. She was young in that one though. That was a more
But that's what
drama
I'm saying.
filled
Like,
movie, but
what's the big thing that she got right now that?
Just period.
I think it's
what
just her
movie that she
longevity.
like? Was she the star in? That was like, it's a
big
big ass
thing.
movie.
So the new movie that she's in now, isn't that supposed to be kind of that? I guess.
What's that?
The one with Tyler Perry on
Nah.
I ain't
Netflix.
watched
not
it
considering
yet.
her.
but-
I watched it. I watched the first 30
If it
minutes.
didn't go to the movie theaters, I'm not considering that as a big.
I watched the first. It was
Something about
insane.
divorce.
It was
Divorcing and black.
insane.
The
Like the
usual
first
storyline.
5 minutes,
Yeah.
The
I throw
usual
you off the
storyline.
rocker. I ain't gonna lie. The first 5 minutes, I was like, what the.
Yeah, I
Because
didn't watch it.
it's an eye catcher, but I'm not a fan of the whole cliche angry black man beating the wife that's passive and letting him do
Tyler
whatever.
Perry typical shit.
So I didn't like that. So I couldn't finish it. But I think
I ain't missing nothing there.
when it comes back to your original question, I think that sort of thing happens so often. We hear Taraji talk about it. We hear Monique talk about it. We hear all these other black actresses talk about how they're not getting paid their worth and whether or not even still, like we said, like y'all said she don't have any like major films like, and I don't think she's that type of actor either. Like I don't think putting her up against somebody like Angela Bassett would ever correlate.
So that's
But
why she's not
she's
getting
not
Angela
a-
Bassett paid.
But you
Right,
gotta think
she's
about
not in
Angela
the-
Bassett pay might be in a whole different scope that she's not even trying to reach. Angela Bassett could be asking for something she's
But
not
when
even
you
thinking
talking
to ask
10
for.
million for a film, like
But do we know it's 10 million though?
that's what she asked for. That's what
They
Tyler
said a
Perry
number?
gave her. 10 million, yeah.
Well, shoot, she been in the game all them years and she still gave us good movies.
But my point is,
Right? Don't you think she
that's-
deserved 10 million, Maya? I think.
I mean,
I don't have a
I
number
think she
now. I think
deserves
she
that.
deserves
she
it.
deserved
I think
whatever
she
number
deserves
she threw
that.
out there and they bit.
You put your own price tag on what you think you deserve. You can always walk
Absolutely,
away.
and whoever exactly.
Because look at it like this. Like I was just watching this clip of Omari Hardwick. He plays Ghost on Power, and he says that to this day that they haven't paid him what he was supposed to make. Like they were making, I think he said
And they
$2
didn't.
billion off the
Who,
Power.
Power? Because-
made $2
They
billion.
didn't pay him.
only
He was
getting
the
paid
face of-
150.
he was the face of the whole
K
app.
episode.
Right.
150K
So
an episode?
here's the thing. Who was he before Power?
It didn't matter. It don't
It
matter.
does matter
what I
because
to
when
y'all?
you
What am
signed
I to y'all?
he wasn't nothing to them when the show started.
No,
they didn't know
but
what it
after
was
the
gonna
show,
be.
nobody was watching
but
Stars
if you
before
sign,
Power.
unfortunately, you signed a contract. Whatever happened when you signed that contract.
I was about to say you
Go
can't
back and
accept the
renegotiate
payment.
or something,
price
but
is not today's price. Once he
if
realized
you in
sign a contract, it
yes, it is.
If you in a
that's why he
contract,
got out of it. And that's why he said he left because he felt like it wasn't
But they
worth
finna
paying him
remake some.
his
They
worth.
finna make some shit. But anyway, the point is, that's what he was worth at that
at
point.
that point,
So saying I ain't make that much money off of it. You
I mean-
got paid. You wasn't who. I ain't gonna say who were you because I know you was acting and doing whatever, but nobody really knew who you was before Power for real. And the other things that I watched him in, it's not like he a great actor in that in
I'm
those
saying,
other
but
roles.
It's
Like I'm
to
just
me,
being
though,
honest, bro. Like,
He's
and
the
I
face of
fuck with
Stars.
Power. Like,
hit
I
different.
fuck with Ghost and Power. Like, I don't watch the
Oh,
series
man.
several times, but I
Kicking they
watched
back
other
in.
movies because I fuck with him in Power, and I'm like, damn, I'm gonna watch this movie he in.
He kicking they
It
back.
was like,
Nah,
this shit
I
was
think
basic.
he
You know what I'm
should have
saying?
asked for more. At the time, he probably didn't realize what it was, and then after he realized what it was,
Nobody did though.
If you're making $100 billion off of me,
They wasn't
that's not
making
how-
that in the
and that's how the industry
beginning.
works with
and I
contracts,
get that,
though.
and that's
Yeah.
why actresses, I feel like actors and actresses in the entertainment industry, I feel like they are not given. I don't believe anybody that's not saving lives and helping people make the world a better place should be making that type of money, period. But in that instance, shoot, no, you're not finna make $100 billion off me and only give me 25 cents. I don't give a fuck what I signed up for. No, because at the first
So then
episode, we
could
didn't
not do
realize
none of it,
that
and
that
you
was
ain't
going to be
getting
a
that.
thing. So I get why he
It's like
left.
you-
Pay me my worth.
I mean,
they got his face plastered as the stars icon. He literally is the face of stars. Like they can't. You can't.
That's a stars
That
issue though.
opened-
That ain't
that
a
opened-
power
but then I'm
issue.
sure that opened a lot of
That's why
doors
it's
for
a
him as
stars
well, though.
problem for him. He's not asking the old movies to pay him more. He's asking stars to pay him more for him to continue something that they started. But clearly they don't care, baby. They done canceled Michael Rand. They done canceled the damn show at
You don't
all.
understand when they shot Friday that they only paid them all $4,000.
Yeah,
a piece.
because they didn't know Friday was
Yeah,
gonna
they
be what
didn't
it
know.
That's
is.
the point I want to make, because Chris Tucker turned down doing the next Friday because he said once you get paid for what he got paid for Rush Hour, you go get paid cheaper for another.
Turn it
Somebody
down.
don't think you would
ain't
do
gonna
it.
get paid. That's what Hollywood is. They ain't gonna pay you the same no more. That's why he ain't doing no more Fridays, because you got
You couldn't
know
pay.
your worth and stuff.
No,
yeah,
So that's my
exactly.
thing, is accepting the pay and then complaining
Pay
about
back.
it. If you don't like the pay, don't accept it. Don't take
They
the job.
probably liked it at the time they took
Don't
it.
take the job.
And then after that, it's like, oh no.
But when
baby.
you ain't really nobody, that
gotta take the
150,000 an episode sound
sounded
real
good in the beginning.
When you doing 10, 15
it sounded
episodes
good in the
a
beginning for him, I'm
season,
sure.
like,
But after that, he said, no, y'all not finna milk me, make all this money off of me, and not pay me. I don't care what I signed up for first days. Second contract, let's come with the money on.
Okay, let me reel them in. All right, y'all are right though, but here's what I would suggest to people: short contracts, people.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
When you're joining onto a new project, you don't know if that thing gonna blow up. You don't know if it's gonna flop. Short
Then you don't know if they
contracts.
be a part of an agency who getting paid off of getting them that job. All type of shit be going on that in that entertainment industry that you don't know about.
Sure.
And then one other point I had to make, I wanted to like list off making good movies because I just felt like, you know, you got to do that, right? I'd be mad if I was listening, like, say her movies. Minority Report, what do we have? Harlem. She was in some shows, The Game.
Harlem, a show that was a decent show.
Shazam, she was in. Death Saved My Life. Like I said earlier, My Cousin Skeeter. Deception, Steve Harvey Show, Famous Jet Jackson. Yeah,
Don't
that take
name no
you
more.
back. But that take you back though.
That's it.
But that'll lose to my point though. That'll lose to my point.
The movies you saying still not giving me
10
Angela
million a
Bassett.
movie.
It's not
Like-
giving me. It's not. When I think of elite black actresses, I'm thinking Angela Bassett. I'm thinking Lynn Whitfield. I'm thinking these ladies, the ladies that are really
Nia Long.
Nia Long. These ladies.
Halle
And Megan Good
Berry.
is up there,
No,
but
she's
her
not.
roles is always so insignificant in these films that you're saying.
Cause I'm sure like Minority Report, she was in there.
They got her as the
They
face of the
support-
cover.
Deception. I think that's just cause you
Okay.
looking for her stuff.
They just throw a face on there. Throw her on the front.
I don't think she's not worth it. I think if she thinks she worth it, she should ask for it.
I ain't
And
saying
if-
she
if
ain't
you
worth
don't-
it.
I don't think
I
that
think
I'm
that
in a
was your first
position. Huh?
No, I ain't saying she not worth it. If that's what she wanted and that's what he gave her for that movie, cool. But saying this the first time I've been paid my worth, like she been worth $10 million for
The
the
whole
past
time.
15 years. I
I
ain't
mean,
seen
if
$10
I've been
million
in-
movies from you the
If I've
past
been in
15
showbiz
years.
since I was 12 years old, like, yeah, I would think somebody should give me a shot at a major role with a major
Who
budget.
said she ain't tried though? Who said she ain't winning audition for the
She-
major roles or
And I
she
feel
did
like
it.
if you ain't
I
get
feel like
you know what I'm
Tyler
saying?
Perry throwing
Like,
bones right now anyway, just off the strength that Monique. He trying to save face. He
Don't-
trying to save
behind that
face from the
Monique
Monique
stuff.
situation.
You
I
think that's
got a
what this
que- I
about?
got a-
No. Hold on with your question. Remember it. You
Let me-
think that's
hold
what
on,
this
let me
about?
lock it in.
Think about it. If Tyler Perry took Monique through hell to pay her what she felt like she was worth, mind you, Monique was on the Queens of Comedy. This is like Monique is like black royalty, to be honest, comedy royalty. So if Monique has to go through, you don't think so?
I mean, comedy maybe.
But Monique, though, you gotta think Monique had the Parkers. That is like in black
that was my-
households.
baby, that was my
That is
show.
like when you see Monique, that's like all eyes auntie, like
But now you talking about
movies,
movies.
right?
We ain't talking about a TV show. Yeah, she did her shit on the Parkers. It fit her. But you
did.
talking about movies not, and she want to be paid a certain amount
It wasn't that
based
she wanted
off
to be
being
paid.
a comedian.
It was the fact that Tyler Perry was asking her to do something for free.
I mean,
So
yeah,
he
that's
was
different.
asking her, "Hey, I paid you to do the film. he wanted her to stop everything she was doing and do a press run.
Mm-hmm.
You go on a press run.
Tyler Perry. I think that was like the production people.
No, it was Tyler Perry.
I think they called to try to get her to do it, but
she didn't want to do it for free.
Yeah.
So they said she was problematic and stopped her from getting other bags. And I think that when Tyler Perry finally did come out and apologize to her years later after getting her blackballed. So you got her blackballed, and people were now saying you dead wrong as a black man for blackballing a black woman. So now I feel like you got to come back, and everybody, you get some coins, and you get some coins because you got to be there for your people now.
How many great actors or actresses been blackballed?
Mm-hmm. People be getting blackballed though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You can get blackballed.
So
when
you
you
I'm
got
just asking how
black actor
many
from Grey's
great
Anatomy.
actors or
couple of them.
actresses been blackballed and been like, the industry won't give me another role because of this one person.
Cat Williams went through it for a while.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle went through it for a while, being blackballed. People get blackballed.
I guess
That's for sure a thing.
It's because everybody in Hollywood know each other. They speak amongst each other.
I just feel like you see all the great actresses and actors acting. Like I see them like they're.
You say you can't deny it. You say
You
that
can't
you can't deny it.
There are a few of them that you
you
don't
can't
see too often.
You're not gonna blackball Denzel Washington. You're not blackballing. They said they was gonna blackball Will Smith. It ain't happened. Like, you're not blackballing the greats. Like, it just ain't gonna happen. So when they speaking of all this money they should be getting, like they one of the greats, and acting in that realm, you not. Monique ain't one of the greats in acting. You're not. Ain't nobody the same with Megan Good. Who's looking for you for this lead role?
That's what I'm saying. When you got black,
Nobody.
And this ain't even a black or white thing. You got now. If it was Viola Davis, we talking about Viola Davis need that $10 million.
Right, exactly.
She need more.
They're going to get them when they're picking people for
sure.
roles, and they like, we need a such and such this type of person. They ain't picking Monique. They not picking Megan Good. And I'm not
but
saying
that's
nothing
niche
against.
too. Everybody has a niche. Most people, when they look
But
at
it's
movies,
hella
they're making
roles out
movies
here
that
for these head roles and all these different types of movies. Why you not seeing them picking these actresses we talking about? They not great in that. They just not. And I like Megan Good, but she not that great.
Don't
to
sound
me.
like it.
But she.
Was that your question?
That was my question.
Like,
What make you worth what you saying, and nobody is seeking you out for major roles? Like you said, she should have been given a shot after 20, however long she been in the game. But you not that great that people seeking you out to say, we gonna put Megan Good in this role, we think she'll do well. You ain't showed nobody that.
So I think that the big argument is they counterparts. So when you look at the non-black actors and actresses and what they bringing in yearly, the ones who are not that great, the ones the Caucasian Megan Goods, the ones who are lower quality actresses, but they still bringing in way more paychecks than what the black actors and actresses are bringing in.
More paychecks, or the
Bigger,
paychecks are more?
They're getting offered more money. We see it across the board. Like, it was a big thing with Netflix.
I don't know how much
Netflix,
these people making for real to really know. So I don't know what they're making to say that.
Well, you gotta
thing, Monique was coming with receipts.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was coming with, they get this, my numbers did better than theirs, and they getting paid more.
I'm getting paid probably $3 million, and they getting $20 million for the same length special, but mine has more.
She talking about the comedy shit.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm with on the comedy shit.
Okay.
You good at like you. You funny, like you said, Queens of Comedy. I mean, but Queens of Comedy, you a comedian. Cool, talk your shit in that realm. The acting, no, don't nobody owe you nothing. You're not that great at that.
Monique
Monique is not that great at acting. What movie of Monique's are you watching multiple times?
She's a good actress.
What movie you watching multiple times?
She got blackballed so long they didn't even let her get in the movie.
Like that man said, like Buddy from Bridgerton, he said he didn't want to continue on, even though I don't think he could have anyway. He's the black one. He said because he didn't want to get stuck in that. So some people have a niche, and when they call on certain people, they want that certain person because they're good at that role. Like The Rock, he's gonna be the action man that beats people up. That's his niche. Monique is a good actress for her niche, for sure.
How many of for her niche?
For her niche.
How many of them is paying a whole lot of money? How many movies you making for that role that's finna pay? If you want to, that's one movie.
And that wasn't even in her niche.
If you want to make $10 million for one movie, that movie got to produce $500 million. You got a bunch of shit you got to pay all these other actors and actresses that's in here, producers, all of that, and you want $10 million. But what niche is it that's finna get you that type of pay from a Monique film?
And honestly, being in a niche, I'm gonna be honest, being in a niche could be cutting you down too on what you're making when you're not versatile.
Absolutely, and that's why actors don't do it.
You got actors like Denzel Washington who can play every single role on the planet. Will Smith can play serious roles. He can play funny roles.
Jamie Foxx can play hella roles.
Yeah,
like,
you got Jamie Foxx in a comedy.
Actors.
So then you deserve that type of pay. I'm not saying she don't deserve it. I'm just saying that you can't really say, they did not pay me what I'm worth if you accepting it. That's all. I feel like if you accept the pay, then that's what you felt like you was worth. It's the same thing in restaurants. Oh, people be like, oh, I make tips. Why'd you take the job?
But in that same breath, it's just like they have every year, they have the evaluation of your pay. Like yesterday's price, not today's price. I don't care what I started the job at.
So don't get mad at me if I don't want to pay you what you think today's price is.
So if you in the
not if I don't want to pay you that.
So if you in the industry and this year, let's just say this year, you got 1,000 followers on Instagram.
This gonna be the last.
You get in this movie, you got 1,000 followers on Instagram, right? They sign you for a movie. You sign a 5-year contract. Next year, you famous. You're stuck in that 5-year contract. It don't matter what you think you worth. It don't matter what you think you worth.
I'm saying when it comes down to the renegotiation of the next contract, when you're stuck in a contract, you're stuck in that contract. There's no breaking that. But when it comes down to my next time I'm sitting at this table, yesterday's price will not be today's price.
But if I don't think you worth what you think today's price is, I don't have to do business with you.
You can say yes or no and you won't.
And so if I don't, that don't mean I'm blackballing you. I just don't think you worth what you think you worth.
Blackballing is different. That's
blackballing is calling around saying, hey,
that's different.
That's totally different. When you call around and say this person is difficult.
I think people just don't like Monique personally. I think the personal interactions with any job, and I think she was rubbing
that matters in life too.
Because when you ask for something that they don't want to give you, it'll piss somebody off for sure.
And when somebody asks you to work for free, you tell them no.
Yeah.
That's definitely gonna piss them off because to have the audacity to ask me to work for free
is crazy.
Is wild.
It's
crazy.
You
wild
can dislike me
business,
all you want after that, because no.
All right, we gonna wrap this one up. Hey, did y'all see this? I'm sorry, I gotta get a little somber, but did y'all see this? Nope. No. That's me. Sorry.
Sounds grisly.
Sonia Massey's legal team.
Did y'all see this? Sonia Massey.
Reading the details of it sounds grisly.
Sonia Massey's legal team and community leaders spoke out about Sonia's death for the first time just minutes after watching body camera footage of her shooting death.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It was shocking. And it hurts to watch.
Paul Grinke, an attorney with Ben Crump's office, said he was appalled at what he saw. The public will have the chance to see the video Monday morning. But Springfield NAACP President Austin Randolph says until then, the public should respect the family's need to process what they saw.
We need people to not talk about things that they are not sure about. We won't and we will not jeopardize this case. Be fair, be understanding, and be aware of what needs to happen.
The victim's name is Sonia Massey. She's 36 years old, and on the night of July 5th, she had called Saginaw County Sheriff's Office about a possible intruder in the area. The sheriff in question goes by the name of Sean Grayson, and he was indicted on charges of first-degree murder, and we're going to get into the details as to why they gave him that specific charge. NBC News goes on to say that he is accused of shooting her in the face, mind you, in the face, after he was dispatched to her home to protect her. The reason why he got that first-degree murder charge is because Grayson, after shooting her in the face, sycophant didn't even render aid after shooting her, and then he discouraged his partner from doing so. And all of that is on that body cam footage that's going to be released on Monday. Prosecutors had argued that Grayson, that sheriff's deputy, was a threat to the community and should remain in custody without bail, and the judge granted that request on Thursday. So he is being charged with first-degree murder, and he has no bail set. This is how the story began. According to the Illinois State Police summary, the deputies found a car at Massey's home that appeared to have been broken into, like she called and thought. After they knocked on the door, the deputies found her distraught and not thinking clearly and entered her home, the summary says. After they entered into the home, an exchange over a pot came after Grayson, the sheriff's deputy, motioned to a container which was on the stove in Massey's kitchen. And according to the summary, Massey turned off the burner, picked the pot up, carried it to the sink, and turned on the faucet. Grayson, the victim, was roughly 10 feet away from Massey, who asked the deputies, "What are you doing?" And Grayson replied, "Getting away from your hot, steamy water." Now Massey replied and said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." And she said it twice. Grayson responded, "I swear to God, I'll shoot you right in the face," according to the summary. Okay, because she called you because she thought somebody was breaking into her house/car. Turns out they were. And now you're talking about shooting her in the face? When Grayson drew his service weapon and ordered her to drop the pot, she let it go, and she crouched down in the line of the cabinets, according to the summary. Here's more reasons why he was charged with first-degree murder. According to the body cam footage, Massey put her hands in the air and apologized, and she ducked. Grayson, the sheriff's deputy, approached Massey, the victim, with his gun still drawn, according to the summary. She quickly stood up and grabbed the pot. Grayson continued to tell her to drop the pot as he approached, and she threw steaming water on the chair next to the cabinets she had been ducking behind. When Massey threw the water, Grayson, the sheriff's deputy, fired 3 times and hitting her in the face. After the shooting, when the second deputy in the home was planning to retrieve the medical kit, Grayson told him not to because of the severity of the injuries, according to the petition. Shout out to the other sheriff's deputy because he literally paid that officer no mind, and he went ahead and rendered aid anyway. And so much so that the other officer actually stayed with her until medical transport had arrived. After he was investigated, they found that he used excessive force, he never de-escalated the situation, failed to even investigate the intruder, because there was one, but no one caught him, then told the other sheriff's deputy, "Don't help her, she's far too gone."
All right.
Demon.
Say it again for the fucking people in the back. Fucking demon.
A demon. Ain't nothing.
I didn't mean to make it all somber in here. We was having a good old jolly time talking about the music industry in Hollywood.
I don't know about that one.
That's deep. That's heavy.
I saw something about that. I was watching something about that on TikTok.
Because they're gonna release the body cam footage Monday. So I don't know what's gonna go down Monday. I don't know what the reaction is gonna be by the public.
What city was this?
Chicago.
Yeah. Oh, it was in Illinois. No, it was in Illinois. I didn't hear what city it was. They didn't say what city it was.
Oh, really?
But I'm gonna have to look it up. But I just think that it's just ridiculous. I can't stand like police that don't know how to de-escalate. Police that's just hyped up. Like I don't know if they be. I don't know what substances they be on, allegedly be on, but or what the motive is. I don't know if it's racially tied or whatever. It's gonna come off racially tied. You know, it's just that's just what it is. But I just thought this shit, just because it was an Illinois woman and she was 38 years old, and I just thought this shit was crazy. And I don't know what's gonna happen Monday when this footage is released.
I need to see some footage because I need to see the whys. Why did they end up in her house? Like what?
She called them because somebody broke in her car.
She called, but usually, okay, the police come knocking. Won't you talk to them outside, right? Why are they in her space?
They said she seemed distraught. They said she seemed distraught.
And they normally ask.
Oh yeah.
Well.
Why are they in her space? Like, why did they actually enter the home? Distraught. Okay, you heard a noise. You called. What's distraught? Is she acting erratic? I need more. Backstory. It's all like really sad, but I need more backstory. I'm missing something. Something is missing. Something escalated somewhere other than
It's peculiar. All of it's weird dealing with water and pots. But I do know normally when you call the police, they're like, "Can we enter the home and talk about what happened, whatever the case may be?" But the whole water and the pot
thing, something missing.
It's all weird. You shot that girl in the face because she rebuked you. She rebuked that demon and it came out.
That demon came out.
And that demon came out. That upset that demon, baby. He said, "I'll shoot you in the face." ooh.
I think it's just, it's sad. I think it's sad when any police officers use excessive force. I do think that something is missing from that story that don't make sense, and I don't really want to see the body cam, but definitely the body cam footage needs to be shown. And hopefully this lady gets justice. I'm glad that somebody rendered her some type of aid. And I think that I don't understand why police are even allowed to shoot people in the face. I feel like, there should be some type of training where, like, it should be like
Their training is to shoot
in a
center.
service, you don't even shoot first. You don't even shoot first. This a whole thing you go through before you actually draw and use your weapon.
Their training is to shoot center mass. You can't. It's not easy to shoot a limb. Like saying shoot a person in the leg. That's not just an easy thing to do. Like
the face.
Nah, they ain't. They're trained to shoot center mass.
So like your
body. They're trying to shoot. It's the biggest part for them to hit.
Yeah,
They're trying to shoot center mass.
All right. Well, like Lisha said, hopefully she gets justice. She won't get justice because she's not alive. But it's just sick. It's sad. I hate to see it in our state. And
I feel it's very telling that he already charged with first degree murder. So that means they trying to distance him. And I feel like when somebody's shooting like that, you talk about the whole police force culture that he feels so comfortable not to follow certain rules.
Exactly.
So, yeah, that was something where he felt comfortable reacting a certain way. So it's
not reacting, that's sick. Being aggressive, like I'll shoot you in your fucking face.
I rebuked you.
So the fact they charging him already is they trying to that's probably a bigger police culture thing.
Yeah.
For him to even be.
Go ahead and look at the whole department at this point.
All right. So let me. I gotta let somebody in, but I'm a drop this off with y'all. Let me ask Lisha.
Yes.
Do black men have commitment issues?
Drop it off.
Let's get our base going. Nah.
You want me to start now?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, do black men have commitment issues? I don't think it's a black or white thing or anything. I think it's that person.
Okay.
I think commitment issues could be with anybody. You have guys that grew up as frat boys that still don't want to grow up. So I don't really think it's a black or a white thing, but I do think it is a thing in our community where there are some issues with men not wanting to commit. But I also think that why do you start with me? Why do you start with the black man in the room?
Because of course I don't think black men have commitment issues, but he want to hear from the ladies' perspectives because I'm assuming that women are saying that
black men have commitment issues. Mm-hmm. Well, I talked about this on another podcast. I don't think that black men have commitment issues. I think that a lot of stuff is passed down, a lot of behaviors that a lot of people came, because you do have black men that grew up in two-parent homes and that grew up around functional families and relationships, but then you do have those who grew up being raised by single moms and haven't really seen that family dynamic on a day-to-day basis, so they don't prioritize it because they didn't grow up seeing it. I don't think that all black men have commitment issues, though, and I don't think it's a white thing because there are some white men that don't want to settle down. I just think culturally we are different. Like other cultures, they have like where they get married at a certain age or they pick their wife at this point, and that's just not a part of our culture. And I think that it's things that need to be changed, but I don't think it's a black man or white.
Should that be a part of our culture?
I don't want my mama picking my husband for me or my daddy or my, like there are cultures where marriage is at a certain age. You in the door, you just got to get married. That's not our culture.
Should it be though?
I don't know.
Maya, black men got commitment issues?
I don't think it's a race, gender, anything. A person that's ready to commit will commit. A person that's not ready to commit won't commit. Whether it's a male, female, black, white, purple, it don't matter. But I do agree with what she said about how the family dynamic affects how any person grows and views relationships. So that is a thing. And I do also agree that certain ethnicities believe in getting married at a certain point, normally within their 20s, and starting a family and building their success through that. But and it's unfortunate because you don't see that or you don't hear it talked about in our community. But it is some people. I know a lot of people who grew up in 2-family homes, and I feel like it's just going to be dependent upon that person, how they view their family dynamic, how it affects them. But there's no blanket statement that says anybody has commitment issues. I don't believe that.
And to your point that you just made, like, that's one thing that our culture is missing, that, like how you said, other cultures, they're focusing on marriage and marriage early, you know, getting the family dynamic started early. With us, it's kind of like fend for yourself, you know, like I'll tell you about relationships or whatever, but there's no structure to it. There's no,
with us
I'm going to try
you
to
ain't
hook
got
you.
to.
Hold on, what'd you say?
With us is you ain't got to. You could do it by yourself. You don't have to get married. It's not at all. It's not an age limit because it's not even talked about like a thing. It's not.
I think this might be like a little controversial, and I think that a lot of black women are not raising their daughters to be wives. I think that
it was not controversial at all.
I think that
it's the truth.
A lot of single moms are not raising their daughters to be wives. They're raising their daughters to be alone. So on top of us trying to say just black men have commitment issues, the women that they may or may not be trying to commit to feel like they don't need a man because they didn't grow up seeing one, and they grew up hearing that you're supposed to be independent, you're supposed to do everything by yourself. So when you got independent women and men who don't want to commit, you're not going to have no marriages coming out of that.
I don't even think it's a thing of men don't want to commit. What are we committing to, and you don't know how to treat me in this thing? Why am I committing to you when you're not going to treat me the way I should be treated? Because nobody taught you. But everybody look at being like, oh, how they deal with their mama, that'll show you how they deal with you. Where y'all daddies at to see how y'all interact with y'all daddy? To show how you would treat me.
Why did daddy leave?
But who taught the men how to be husbands?
Hold on, let Maya get in here because she's making all type of facial expressions over there.
I've been agreeing up to that one statement. Who taught the men how to be a husband? Like what?
9 times out of 10. Well, if the mama was anything like mine, my mama told me you should treat a woman like this. You should make sure you take care of your kids, raise your family, be with one woman. That was my mother telling me that. So to me, she was teaching me how to treat a woman.
That's very singular to you.
I understand that.
I feel like all these scenarios are vast and varied based on situational purposes.
Right, we got to generalize. And
the general concept is what? We're raised by single mothers
that teach y'all how to be husbands.
No, it's just the principle. We're raised by single mothers. There's no father in the home most of the time. So who's showing you how to treat a man?
And who's showing you how to treat a woman?
The woman.
So when y'all say, how do a man deal with their mother? That's how he'll treat you. Look at how I hear that all the time. Look at how a man treats his mom. That's how he'll treat you.
But how many men do you know grew up with single mothers that said that same thing, that showed, that literally watched their mother raise them, like you said, and now they know how to be a husband? But where's the proof in the pudding?
I'm about to say 90% of these men that be raised by single mothers be growing up to be pieces of shit.
Where's the proof?
Okay.
Nobody's
not
teaching
all
either gender. Not all of them. If that's the rhetoric, I'm like, nobody's teaching either gender.
I'm speaking literally on the concept of look at how a man treats his mother. That's how he'll treat you. You all have nobody for us to look at to say, how does she treat her? Because he ain't there.
I agree.
How would a woman treat her father? I would think the statement would be the relationship between the daughter and the father, and how he treats her.
That's what he said.
And how he treats her, though.
Treat him too.
But if he's not around,
how you treat him too, because most people that's in the. My mother will never take out garbage if I'm at her house. That's just something I'm gonna do. Just like most, I ain't gonna say most, but usually in married households, if you see, I go to my wife's family house, the aunties make the plates for the husbands. They cooking, they doing whatever. If you're not even seeing that in your home, and you meet this man and he like, I don't want to fix my plate. Why you not? You looking like that's not even some shit I used to doing. It seems small, right? Just like taking out the garbage is a small, but I'm gonna take out the garbage because I'm not finna watch my mama do it. Just like my mother used to fix my plate for me. Yeah, I could fix my own, but if my mother right there, she's gonna fix the plates. But if you're not being taught that and seeing your father being taken care of like that, you're not thinking about taking care of no man that way.
I don't agree with that.
Okay.
I don't agree with that. I feel like it's a lot of women who didn't have a father that are amazing wives. I feel like just like there are men out here who didn't have a mother that are amazing husbands.
Where's the proof in that then? If we don't want to commit to y'all and there's a bunch of single women out here, where's the proof in that? Because I don't think men just out here like, oh, she the best thing in the world, but I don't want to commit. No, it's reasons why we don't be wanting to commit, and y'all don't want to feel like it is.
I think it back to what I said.
Up on good women more times than not.
I think it's,
then maybe you're not a good woman if people keep passing up on you. Y'all feel like y'all
one at a time. One at a time.
I feel like it's really depending on if he want to commit or not. There are too many cases you hear a man say, "I let a good one go." It doesn't matter if she's however good she is to you or whatever good she's doing. If a man isn't ready to commit, he's not gonna commit. Come on now, you being good to a man ain't finna just make him commit. He's gonna want to have to sit down, choose you to be the one he commit to.
Then we could say the same thing for women, because how many good niggas y'all pass up because you wasn't ready to be with that type of
ways.
dude?
I didn't say it wasn't a both way thing. I just said don't jump down the woman's throat and say that we ain't taught how to be wives when who is teaching y'all how to be husbands.
I think, but
that was
I
the
think
question though. The question was if women are taught how to be wives. That was the question.
I
and the truth is, most of the time in our culture, no.
The women are not raising. I see more in other cultures, like when you got like Middle Eastern, all these other, they teach their daughters as teenagers how to be a wife. They start teaching them how to cook, how to fold, how to do all of this different stuff. Our culture don't. We teach, a lot of our black women are teaching black women how to grow up and be single. You're teaching them that they don't need a man, they don't need help, they don't get up, and it's nothing. It's to an extent. It's nothing wrong with the idea of knowing how to do it on your own and getting it if you have to. But the teaching the girls that you don't need a man, you do need a man. At some point in your life, you need a man. So you got so many women feeling like, I don't need him. The men don't feel needed. So now you got women saying, oh, well, the men ain't here. Well, we ain't here because you said you don't need us. What we here for? You said you don't need us. And I can speak from experience growing up with my own mom telling me, don't depend on no man for nothing. No, I should have grown up, got me a husband that I could depend on. I didn't do that. Had I been looking for a husband very early on, instead of thinking that I could do everything on my own, I probably did pass up on good men. Because in my mind, I knew I needed a man. I knew I needed a man for companionship. But I wasn't taught that the other things that men bring to the table young. Because I was taught that I can go get my own money. I can go get this. No, the man is supposed to come in your life and make your life better. But
easier.
So you're saying you wasn't dating to marry. You was dating to date when
just
you was
to date
dating.
Because I was dating just to date. Okay. Because I was never taught that I should have been dating for marriage early on.
I don't think most women date for marriage when you have the concept of I need a man to put me in my feminine energy. You can't but this the world this is what we're living in now. You can't want marriage because you not even coming to me as that type of woman. You coming to me how you want to, but expecting me to be what you gonna want me to be. It don't work like that, because what are you showing me? I gotta wait to get to a certain point before you get that to me. But how long we been dating?
You just double down on what I said. Do you hear any other women of any other race asking the men to put them in a femininity? No, because black women are raising their daughters to be single moms. Other women are teaching their daughters to be wives, so you don't have to put them in a feminine energy because they are already feminine by nature. Black women,
which is what women's supposed
and that does
to be.
come from black women having to be the mom and the dad. It gives
I was
off
just going to say that
traits.
there isn't a male in the house for them to
so
even.
You have to be masculine.
But if
they're
you just
second nature off of that, just seeing their mother in that mode of, I gotta pay the bills. I gotta do all the things that a man and a woman do in the household, which I believe also bursts the independent mindset, because that's all they're gonna know is that no matter if there's a man in the house or not, I'm gonna have to get him on my own. But I do agree that that's something that's
Why would that
ripping
be your
our community
mindset, though,
apart?
that no matter
'Cause
if
that's
it's
what
a
you're
man in the house
seeing,
or not, I gotta get it on my own.
that should be anybody, no matter what you got going on. If that person leaves your life tomorrow, you should be able to hold your house down, come on now, like that's anybody, male or female. Should nobody be so codependent on a person that if they left them, they're left struck out, no matter what. And that's beyond the whole independent mindset. That's just being an adult. You should be able to fend for yourself and make a living for yourself, or at least cover your life basis regardless of who is in the house. But I do think that's what's tearing our community apart and our families apart, because they don't see enough two-parent homes to know that there is a dynamic, to know that there is a male in the house, female in the house. There are certain roles or whatever, however it fits your dynamic you want in your house, because some people don't want certain roles to be placed on certain people, whatever the case may be. But I do think that that's a big downfall in our community specifically.
Shout out to the chat. They say y'all cooking. They say punk cooking. Yeah. So where's the solution? You know what I'm saying? How do we change this? How do we get more like a family dynamic in the black culture? Like what do we do? Do we educate? Like, do we just we have to come with some type of formula, because other cultures have a formula?
The first thing, in my opinion, is taking accountability. Like, I hate when, like, the question asked was, are women taught how to be wives? I hate when that's being explained or the answer is given when a person says, oh, but you do XYZ. Take the accountability first to be like Leisha said, oh yeah, this is what it is, and take your accountability, because if you never take accountability, you just placing blame back on the next person, like, oh, but what you doing? Now you can't solve nothing.
Because we both are working towards this. No, because we're both working towards. You can't just blame the fall of the black household on the woman. Why aren't you making yourself good enough for me to marry? No, this is something that both sides need to both at the same time work on.
So that's what I'm saying. We've been hearing this for how long?
The black woman is at the heart of both sides, though.
Because there's no man in the household.
The black man is leaving the household.
So who's really at fault here?
But the black woman is raising these men who are leaving. Who's raising these men?
But there needs to be a male presence in the house to really teach a boy how to become a man. If I can't as a woman teach no boy how to become a man, all I can do is show you what I can show you. And male and female have two completely different makes up. We are way more emotional than men. So naturally you're gonna birth more or raise more emotional men. That's how it happens. Most men that grew up in single mother households normally grow up to be a little more sensitive than others. And that's okay. But let's not act like the black woman is the fall of the household. No, this is a black woman and a black male issue, period. There is no why you ain't do this, why we ain't do this, why we didn't make it work. We all need to come, like, literally everybody needs to take accountability, and everybody needs to work towards making families.
So when someone is saying this is where you lack, it's okay to just say, oh yeah, I do lack right there. You know, I need to work on that, and not point the blame back, because now the whole conversation is being shut down. I don't want to listen at that point, because you're not hearing my issue. Now my issue and how I feel just turned into your issue. I don't even want to talk no more. Because it ain't even about
we
what
acknowledge
we was initially
the woman's
addressing.
problem, but we're not gonna not acknowledge the male's problem too. I said that we as women are birthing these type of people because this is what we're left with. But we're not gonna ignore the fact that it's a two people thing. We're not gonna ignore the fact that it's a two gender thing.
How long we been talking about the male problem?
We always talk about the woman problem. Let's not act like this. Let's not act like the black woman raising the single black woman and how many kids is always the base of conversations.
So you saying we been talking about women not being raised to be wives? We been talking about this. Hell no. But we've been talking about men and all the downfalls of the black man. And we've been talking about this.
So we never talked about the downfalls of the black woman.
No, we have not been talking about y'all not being raised to be wives. We haven't been talking about that. That is a recent past few years thing. But we've been talking about men forever.
I agree.
So trying to point it back at us, we already been catching that. We've been catching it for years.
So let me get a more solution based here. Parents, be in y'all kids' business. Like really care about, you know what I'm saying, and really teach them about being a parent. You know what I'm saying? Teach them about like what type of family dynamic they want. Like, do you want to be single your whole life? Like, is that, some people want to be single their whole life, you know?
And that's okay.
But we really need to communicate as parents. We need to be up in our kids' business, right? And when we meet other people like around our kids' age that seem like they might grow to be like nice individuals, or they come from a great family structure, make note of that, because I know growing up, like, my mom had no input into my relationships, who I was talking to, what I should be looking for, how I should be, you know what I'm saying? So I just had to wing it. Like, it was like a barrier there, you know what I'm saying? It was like that wasn't even on her mind to be like, hey son, well, you should go after this type of woman, and this is how you should do it, and you need to start thinking about it around this age, and you need to start making this much money so you can support a family. You need to start, you know what I'm saying? It was no blueprint for me. It was, hey, do your thing. I'm out here surviving. I'm working 2 jobs, single mom, doing my thing, and you know,
you got to figure it out.
You got to figure it out. So we need a little bit more solutions. Parents, be in your kids' business. If you see other households that have similar type of values as your household, similar beliefs, maybe you can, you know, do a little matchmaking. I don't know, but something different has to happen than what's been happening. Absolutely. Any other opinions on this one?
Alicia.
Well, I just said the only thing I was gonna say is that I don't really think that the solution. I think the solution is, I think with the past generations, we passed the solution already. Yeah. The people who already grew up, they already bitter, they already been single mamas, they already had absent dads. That solution is long gone. Yeah. Honestly, I think the solution is the kids. It's making the next generation better. I think that taking your situation and making lemonade, like, so now we know that our moms didn't teach us the right stuff. Some of us, everybody don't had a different mom, but if you grew up from a single mom and she grew up teaching you that you don't need a man, you don't need this, and you grew up and you realized you did, because a lot of women won't say, you know what, I do need a man, you know what, I was taught wrong, I was misled. Now it's taking that and giving it to your daughters and taking it and giving it to your son. So instead of going to our daughters because your baby daddy left you or whatever and saying, oh, niggas ain't this, and putting this negative stuff in their head, you tell your daughters, I made this mistake. This is how you go about it going forward. You don't make this mistake. You go to your daughters and you teach them what not to look for. You don't go tell them they don't need a man. No, you need a man, but you need this type of man. Or you telling your sons, you need to be this type of man because this is the type of man that left us. You don't go telling your son all this negative stuff about black men and their dads. Don't tell them nothing negative. Just tell them you don't want to be this. You need to be this. And in order to be this type of man, this is how you have to behave and this is how you have to grow. We just need to make the children coming after us a better generation of children, because I think this generation too far gone.
Yeah, I agree.
Ooh. Y'all want some more topics?
Well, he should just got here.
Isha did just get here super late. What up, Isha? What up?
She gotta get some input in.
How y'all doing?
Okay. Let me find
some more topics.
We always got some topics. Okay. I know everybody here in relationships and all of that good stuff. This is just a general question. Mostly everybody. What is the biggest age gap you are willing to consider in a relationship? Isha. Consider or have been in?
I wouldn't date anybody that's like 30 and younger. I'm 35.
Oh, that ain't much. 5 years?
Yeah.
What about older?
I ain't going past 55.
55.
That was a big
So
gap.
20
I thought you
years.
was about to say,
5 years on the young side, 20 years.
That's how these 55-year-olds be having these 30-year-olds.
Salt and pepper beers.
I thought you was about to say I ain't gonna go past 40. You just shot it so far up there. I wasn't expecting it.
55.
55 is crazy.
That's old enough to be your daddy.
Leisha.
Age gaps.
Yeah.
So, I'm 31, and I usually have this thing where I like to go 5 years older or 5 years under, because I feel like at that place that majority of us are in the same space in our life. I don't think it has anything necessarily to do with age, but it has everything to do with where you are in your life. Like, I feel like a 50-year-old is at a different stage. He has experienced so many different stages that he's so much further ahead. He thinking about when his pension coming in the next 5-10 years. Versus me, I'm still in my mid prime. And then like too young, like 21, 22, you just haven't experienced enough. So I like to go not too far off younger than me, because you can always be brought up to speed if you're just a little bit younger. And if you're too much older than me, you're too far out. So for me, 5 years older, 5 years under. But situational, I don't know. I just feel like if I really, really like you, maybe I'll do 24, 25. I think that's pretty young, but I don't know. Who's to say? I don't know. I never really dated nobody that young, but they grown. Like, some people get mad. People get mad when they see older guys date 21, 22-year-olds, nobody says nothing. But when older women do it, it's
Don't
hell.
nobody say nothing either.
No, that y'all been seeing all the flack Drea been catching for having that baby with Jalen Green. And then Keisha Cole been catching all this flack for dating Huncho.
Keisha
ain't catching no slack.
She's 40 and her boyfriend's 24.
But she really catches
How
slack.
old is Drea?
40. 39.
And Jalen Green is how old?
22.
That's weird as hell.
So you think it's weird?
I think it's weird both ways. Like, that shit is weird as hell. Like, the dude was just 17 5 years ago when you was 35. Like, that's weird.
That's what I always see in my head. Like.
that's weird to me.
So you do think it's weird for men and women?
Both ways. Yeah, that shit weird. Like, once you get over, like, once you like 35 plus and it's a 10, 15 year gap, whatever, but you 40 and he 20, that's weird. 39 and 22, whatever. That's just weird to me. But I think that both ways.
He was the same age as her son.
Weird.
That's crazy.
Okay, age gap for you, Punk.
Yeah, it's about 5 years. Like
5 plus and negative.
Yeah, I just don't, and I mean, I guess it do matter kind of at what age, because at 30, I don't think I was dating nobody 25. I definitely wasn't gonna date nobody younger than that, because it's like, what do we have in common? But at the same time, at 30, I wasn't really looking at no 40-year-old. I wouldn't have been looking at 40-year-olds either, because it's like, shit, I'm just barely out my 20s again. What we really got in common.
Y'all don't think 30-year-olds and 40-year-olds got anything in common?
No.
Yes, but no, it's like, I look at me now and I'm 38, and when I was at 30, it's two different people. Like, I wouldn't even be looking at myself at 30 like I got that much in common with dude, because we really don't. Like, I'm a different person. It's the same thing looking at a woman. Like, the shit she done experienced most times at 40, and I'm only 30. Like, nah, I ain't did enough to understand all the shit she probably done been through. But it could be better, because maybe, she know what she want at that point. Ain't playing around and still feeling like she could keep searching, or, maybe she ready to settle down. I think it's not talked about, but women, y'all don't want to settle down in y'all 20s. Y'all like to wait till after 32, after y'all 30, and then y'all want to settle down. And so maybe at that point she really knows what she wants.
I've been trying to date older men. I feel like older men is a little irritating.
Older men are irritating.
Why?
They are so. I've at least like 3 times tried to exchange numbers and talk to an older guy, like between the ages of like 39. No offense, we just told me 38.
I'm good.
That's y'all age range. But 39 to 43. This is what I mean by irritating. So like this guy, he's 42. I give him my phone number.
Story time.
I give him my phone number while I'm in AutoZone. I'm not even out of the store yet. and he's texting me from the other register. Hold on, that's irritating. You are so beautiful. I think you are so amazing. I cannot wait to spend time with you. I haven't even left out the story yet.
That's the only person that's happened with. Cause that sound like some him shit. I don't.
Oh no! Then there was another
That's
one.
just him. I don't think that's.
No, there was another one.
Okay, what happened? What
I
else
was talking to
happened?
the other guy. I met him at the gym. He was calling me so much. I'm irritated because as soon as the first day we talked, he was texting me like, "Good morning, my future wifey."
Oh shit.
Oh jeez.
I'm like, he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, just anything. Let's say if I say I'm about to go to the laundromat. You gonna wash my clothes too, future wifey? Like that's irritating. He was cringy. Everything about him was cringy. Oh, you took a shower? What about with me? You're gonna be my boo. I'm just like, don't call me your boo no more. I had to literally tell him like, I'm nobody's boo. Like I'm not your boo. We getting to know each other. Chill. Why is you so excited? But I think that when the older guys haven't really talked to somebody younger than them, they get too thirsty, and it's a little irritating.
Okay. Maya, biggest age gap.
Maybe.
I
don't
do
know.
5 up, 2 down.
5 up to the okay. So you ain't going younger much.
How old are you?
I'm 29. I'll be 30.
Okay, so we all kind of like in the same range. I don't know if I get my cougar on. I don't know. I can't really say it. I ain't hit that road, but I might. I don't know.
Unks, stop being so thirsty. Relax. Relax out there, Unks. All right, blow the damn spot up. I didn't know. Did y'all want to talk about the Trump shooting? Do we even care?
Wants to talk about?
Yeah.
He lived. Some people said it was staged. I don't fucking know. I guess.
Does this guarantee him the presidency?
Yes.
I think so too.
Black people don't take nothing serious. Y'all been saying they had him walking out to 50 Cent.
Oh, that shit was funny as hell.
We don't take anything serious. We don't take nothing serious.
Trump a motherfucker.
We don't take nothing serious.
Oh shit, that's funny. Trump walking out to Benny.
Let me get out of women's business. Oh no, that's still women's business. Did y'all see the clip of women picking random men up from jail?
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't see that.
Okay, let me go find it.
I mean,
picking them up to do what?
To live a beautiful life.
They finding their man.
Like a TV show or something like that. It's an app for them to be dating them too. They got apps for jail people.
Women that be getting their little prison pen pal. Get them.
That show on it's a show.
Y'all about to say I thought it was a show or something.
Here we go, right here.
That's what I'm doing today.
Hold on, let me get that. Huh?
So I'm feeling inspired from that lady that picks up dudes in jail and stuff. So guess what I'm doing today? Shit, I figure I'd give me one too. Why not? Why the hell not? Everything else has failed. It's probably gonna fail too. Only one way to find out. Picked one out in the paper. Today's his release
They got
date.
this shit in the paper.
Minutes. I got his clothes right here.
Oh, not the
Actually, I got
clothes.
My son's clothes. Hopefully they fit him. I guess we'll find out. See what he looks like. All right. Oh. God, now I know how she feels just sitting here waiting. I got like 4 minutes until he comes out.
This shit funny.
Be cool. Be fucking cool, Liz. Don't blow it. Don't blow it like you blow everything else. Don't do it, Liz. Don't do it. Okay, stop talking to yourself. Fucking stop talking to yourself.
She about to blow it with a prison nigga.
Everything that's going through my body right now, it's almost the same as when I was doing I will not
She
say,
was doing coke.
Yeah, that's about that'll do it.
The same kind of kick. Just go pick up an inmate. Pick up an inmate.
She did
get
not
that
just
rush
say she
before they
do.
come out, man, my heart is racing.
Now I thought this was like just a little skit or something,
Like
but
in here, it's like.
okay, all right, go to the next part.
Do the clothes fit? Do the clothes fit? There he is. Oh, don't fall, don't fall.
It sister. She don't know what he
Here
look
he
like.
comes. Here he comes. Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Oh shit.
Don't.
These fucking shoes.
Hey, do it again. By the way, do what you did earlier with the shoe.
Oh.
Them motherfucking prison shoes, boy.
Wait a minute.
Walk normal.
Why is she recording?
Alright. Okay, alright. But in the comments, they was bigging this woman up. Go ahead, get it, girl. You did that. What y'all think? What y'all think?
I don't know. She look like she been in jail herself.
To each his own.
I don't
baby.
know.
I don't know about
To each
that.
his own.
Yeah, the prison bae thing ain't for me.
Yeah.
Prison Bay ain't doing it.
You know he gonna leave her.
Yeah.
She ain't got nobody. No way.
You know what? That girl, she look like she just there for a good time. She there for a good time.
Right.
They about to go on a
Not a
coke
long
binge.
time. Look.
They about to have a time, and he gonna steal all her stuff and leave.
No. Not still all her stuff.
Okay.
That's worse than the people needing a sperm.
Good question.
No.
You said no?
Was you asking which one is worse? People getting sperm? Them people got conned. They got conned.
She just picking up a
She
jail.
just randomly like
She
whatever.
just picking up a what?
Jailbird.
Yeah, whatever happened to her, she kind of asked for that. When you pull up to the penitentiary,
Yeah, come on
just
now.
pick somebody up and take them home. You ask for whatever kind of come out.
I hope they do
But-
a rap
but
sheet
not
check.
getting
like,
sperm on the
why
black
was
market.
You in prison?
Right.
I hope they
She
did
got
a rap
his
sheet
picture.
check. Like
You think she
you ain't
cared?
picking up no rapist or no
How she
goddamn
gonna get his
serial
rap
murder.
sheet?
You think she
It
cared?
say it.
I would hope she do.
Look them up.
Yeah, you can look
it'll
them
tell
up.
you
That's
what they
public
in
record.
for. Hell yeah.
Shit. She
They
got
got-
his name.
Don't they
man.
got
Come on.
pictures on there too?
Yeah.
She said
What's on
she
the
ain't know what the nigga
dashboard?
looked. No, that was her son.
Oh,
I
that was her
think.
son?
She said she ain't know what he looked like. She said,
Oh,
"I
you
hope
know what
these
she
clothes."
did?
He
I'm
probably
waiting to
have a
see what he
photo of
looked
that.
like.
That's insane.
A photo
Nah, I
on
hope
what? In the
that's
newspaper when
insanity.
she said she got it from.
That's-
That's
No,
the newspaper.
on the site. It's
Her
like a
ass
little
ain't looked
website.
that
You look
up.
at
She
inmates.
just seen he was getting out that day at that time and
Didn't
drove
she
her
say
ass
she
to the
looked in
prison.
paper?
Yeah.
Right.
That's why I said, do they got pictures in there and the
I
whole
don't think it's
bio of
pictures
what
in
he
the paper.
did?
I don't think
Probably
it's
not.
I didn't even know they had inmate release dates in the papers. That's new information to me.
I've been seeing it. Y'all know it's a whole Instagram page. Like they got inmates introducing themselves on the Instagram page, and they looking for pen pals and lovers and stuff. And like you go on there, and they got like the little jail, like they sitting in front of the little jail camera, like, "Hey, my name is Tyrone, and I only got like 3 years left. I robbed somebody, but I ain't.
I
like
like
that no
long
more."
walks
Y'all
in
see
the
that?
yard.
It's like
Y'all, hold on,
it's like an Instagram of inmates.
You just walked me into a topic here.
I like long walks on the yard.
A man could be homeless or in jail
As long as he attractive.
as long as he attractive.
Or slanging that thing. Y'all fucking with him.
That's true. Y'all see that black dude that went viral like 2 weeks ago in Atlanta? He was real handsome, and he posted and said he was homeless and he needed help. And
Yeah.
they said like 500 women offered him a place to stay.
Yeah.
Ain't it a rapper that's like that? That's out. What was his name? The handsome one. He's light skinned. He said he was doing that. He was homeless hopping because he was fine. What's his name? I forget the rapper name. But Dave East. That's his
Dave
name.
East.
Not Dave
East.
East. I love
Yeah.
Dave East. He said that.
Yeah, Dave East said he was.
He would have been shacked up in my house too.
You
Dave
see?
would have been in my house.
See?
They ain't lying. He would have been shacked up with me.
Y'all wild. But y'all don't want the nigga working at Walmart. Y'all just wild.
Dave would have been working at Walmart at my house. Look.
Y'all is wild. Y'all go pick up a man off the street.
Hey, we would have came up.
What?
All right. Follow the TikTok. Follow the YouTube, Instagram. Any final thoughts? Anybody want to promote anything? Any businesses? Music? Nothing?
I don't want to promote anything, but I did want to, like, the one thing that's really been on my mind heavy since yesterday is that mail carrier. I don't know if any of y'all heard about what happened to that, but I just think that really needs to be a bigger topic of what's going on in the city, because I am really sad about that, and I don't even know that lady.
I did
I don't
hear
know
something
what
about
I didn't even
that.
hear about
So
that.
They
yesterday,
tried to
her
rob
name-
her or something.
Yeah, they was trying to rob the mail carrier on 100 in Roseland Her name is, do you know her name? I forgot. I don't know her name. Octavia Redmond. That's her name. Octavia Redmond. She's 48 years old. She went out on her route, 11 a.m. in the morning. She gets out to deliver her meal. The guys run up on her. They shoot her multiple times. Kill her on her route. This was yesterday. And she was shot in the neck, the body, the legs.
Jeez,
over her, trying to do her job. And it's just really, really sad and unfortunate what's going on with the mail carriers where they can't go to work. They can't do their jobs without being robbed. And the post office is not doing anything to protect. And I know I speak passionately on this because I was a mail carrier for 7 years. And it just really hit home because, like, the day before, I posted on my Instagram story. If y'all follow me, you'll see I said I was missing the post office and I was thinking about going back. And just to see that, it's just so sad and unfortunate. And that should be going viral because they gunned that lady down so dirty, like, trying to do her job.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah, that shit wild.
Let's put the guns down, people. This shit is ridiculous.
Or let the mail carriers carry them.
I mean, come on, man.
I said that. I said the mail carrier is a government job. You should have to get your perk card to get that job. Mail carriers need to be concealed carry.
I agree with that.
Fuck concealed. You need to know I got it on me because what you trying to... If you just gun me down in broad daylight, like, nah, I should be able to protect myself.
For some checks?
For some checks that ain't mine. I probably would have just gave you that shit. What did you, like, what you mean? Just...
It's just it's real sad. Like,
it is.
Like, she had 3 kids. And just getting up, leaving, and thinking you having your normal day at work. Get up, get dressed, have your coffee, and then 11 a.m. you dead. And nobody can explain nothing to her family. And you think that people don't know who did it. Somebody know exactly who did it.
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't catch nobody?
No, not yet. The postal inspectors and the police are looking for the killers, but I don't know if they gonna find them or what. But is there something wrong with these teenagers and these boys? I don't know what's wrong with these boys that they don't have no regards for people's life. Like, you saw
They
that.
don't value life.
You don't value life.
They
You
don't
saw that
value
was an
their
older
own
woman.
life.
That wasn't one of your ops or something. Like, y'all gunned that lady down like she was one of y'all ops. That was an older woman that's at work trying to provide for her family, and now her husband and her kids and everybody is mourning over some type of scam or whatever it was y'all was trying to get from her.
How do they know the... I guess it don't matter, but how do they know the reason, like what they were trying to do?
I don't know how they know the reason. That was just what I saw on Facebook, that somebody said that they were trying to rob her from checks. But you gotta think, me being a mail carrier, we live in the ages of Ring doorbell cameras on every porch. Somebody got something. Somebody saw something. Somebody's got it. And I hope they figure out what happened, like, because that is just so sad. Like,
yeah, that's definitely messed up.
When you die doing the right stuff. It ain't like she was in a club and you're like, why that 48-year-old lady in the club? Lady was at work early in the morning.
I don't think it mattered where she was at. Like, taking somebody's life, that shit just
wrong.
For no reason. Like, trying to do her job.
They definitely need to bring more awareness to that.
All right, I guess we're going to end on a somber note today. All right. Peace out.